Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm actually in the frame, but I'm gonna be doing a top 5 best things that you guys should do to your Acura RL, Honda Legend, KB2 or KB1. Probably not the cheapest things you can do, but they're by far my favorite things I've done to the car. So first off, we'll be starting off with the rain guards. Now they are kind of difficult to get. Definitely something that took a while for them to ship. They arrived from Italy, but it took over 2 months for them to actually get here. I did pay like 110 on these, but I don't regret them. They're really strong and durable plastic. When it's really sunny, they block out the sun pretty well, especially if it's in your face. And then you could crack down the windows a little bit and just ventilate the whole car from the inside. So it's definitely one of my favorite purchases. One thing that I will say is that I can't really provide any links for these. I will recommend checking out eBay, as they sometimes come back, but most of the time they're used. These were luckily new. They had a little logo, but it was a sticker that I just took off, and yeah, they fit on pretty well. I haven't had any issues with them at all. All right guys, so number 2 is going to be the LED conversion for the front and the rear. This includes the DRL daytime driving lights, and then the reverse lights and the trunk lights, which I recently made a video on the trunk lights, but I'm just combining all this into one because it gives it a nice and modern look. So I'm going to be showing you guys the front real quick. And these are the trunk lights that we have here. If I turn on my keys right there, you guys can see them. It makes it look really nice at night. Yeah. All right guys, moving on to number 3 will be the RV6 J-pipe. It was pricey, but it's something that I've personally liked adding on to this car. You guys can kind of see it there. One thing I will mention with the RV6 J-pipe is that it converted the exhaust from the J-pipe and then everything out. Well, currently with the J-pipe, it's only a 3-inch, so that's what it converted it into. But everything else is around 2.25 inches around there, something like that. So it gave me more plans and goals for the future to convert the entire exhaust system, routing it from the J-pipe all the way to the end to 3-inch, which is something I'm really excited for. I did get rid of the tips. I think I mentioned this in one of the videos, but you guys can see right here, it burned the bumper a little bit because the ones that I had were too big. And yeah, but yeah, lots of goals with that J-pipe that's now installed on there. 3-inch is the goal for the exhaust pipes, along with vibrant resonators, which I think would totally do it justice. All right guys, so number 4 would be lighter weight wheels. Right now we have the BMW 400S style wheels that I have mentioned quite a few times, but compared to the original wheels that used to come on this car, which were the, I think, 2009 to 2012 Acura RL wheels, they were 27 pounds per wheel, which was pretty, I don't know, it was pretty heavy. But now with the upgraded ones that I got on Marketplace, so I can't provide any links for these, but you guys know exactly which ones I have. 400S style wheels, they are around 24 to 25 pounds per wheel, so it did feel like it accelerated a bit quicker. When I put these on, surprisingly there was room for the caliper still, because the funny thing is that, and I get this a lot from other people that look at the wheels, is that there's barely clearance for a debit or credit card. We'll do a Ichigo right here, and yeah, it can't even go through. That's the thing. 0 issues with the clearance on the calipers and the actual wheel on there. So yeah, I'll get in the car right now and then we'll get a close-up on how they look while I roll this thing right now. Awesome, well that's about it for the wheels. I will say I want to do some work to them. Definitely want to polish them up and fix up all the curb, like brush and everything like that. But basically, that is all for number 4, which are glider wheels. I definitely recommend these though. All right, guys. Well, moving on to number 5. I'll go ahead and show you. And a lot of people are curious if this is technically like a modification that you can do and will help the car. It will be the P2R short ram intake, and I will show you guys what I've done here. You guys can see we have the throttle body spacer. I'll just include this with it because it does help out a little bit. But I have a cone filter sock which prevents any of the water or debris or even bugs to like get in there. It definitely helps a lot. It prevents a lot of water. I've also made a little custom route, a little tunnel for air to come by the front bumper when I drive, which is something really, it took like 10 minutes, but it's just something to give it a bit more fresh air. The one thing is that people will say I do need some type of housing for it to block out any of the actual engine heat, because usually cold air intakes or short ram intakes, they have their own little space. That's something I'm trying to do hopefully soon, but right now I've had 0 issues and I just love how it sounds. It sounds amazing. I'll go ahead and turn on the car real quick and I'll probably give you guys a few revs on it. Anyways, guys, that's going to be all for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I'll try to put some links below for some of the products, although I can't provide all of them. Definitely, this is one of my most favorite. This is why we saved it for last. It says on P2R's website that it's for the TL or TLX, but that's obviously not true. Depending on where your map sensor is located, this is compatible with the RL. I've heard it's compatible with the RLX as well. And soon enough, I'm probably going to be doing this to my buddy's MDX. You just got to have your own space on here and it will definitely work. But if you guys do plan on running a P2R short ram intake, go ahead and buy one of these intake socks. They are lifesavers in many situations, especially if you live in some place that is very humid. It protects it a lot, or even bugs. But yeah, anyways, that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy this. Make sure to subscribe and like. Comment what type of content you guys want to see in this channel, and yeah, that's gonna be all. Make sure to take care and I'll see you guys soon.